Welcome back to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel, and welcome to New Comic Book Wednesday. I'm going to try this as a recurring series. Don't hold your breath. But when I can, I will do a video talking about the new comics that I picked up, and also giving you the review of the comics I picked up last time, if I have read them. And I just thought this would be a fun thing to do and try to do it on a regular basis. I am totally swiping this idea from Basement Comics, so shout out to them. Also, a shout out to the YouTube channel Dear Taylor Woods. That's the name I forgot in my last comic book video. I love Taylor's videos, and you should definitely go check them out. It was an instant subscribe for me. Anyway, here we go. Let's talk about let's talk about last week's comics, and we're actually going to start not at my local comic book shop, which is, of course, House of Secrets in Burbank, but we are going to start in Boston, because that's where I was last Wednesday. And let me tell you, I went to Newbury Comics. You can see there's a little logo right here. It says Newbury Comics Exclusive. This is a Rob Liefeld cover. And I had been to a Newbury Comics years ago. And then I was excited because I was in Boston. I actually flew to Boston on a Wednesday. And I got there too late to go to Newbury Comics Wednesday night. But on Thursday, I took a walk over there and I went to check them out. Not many comics. You want Funko Pops, you want t-shirts, you want graphic novels, which I guess are comics, but you know what I'm saying. They have two little racks. This one that I went to, I think there's a couple of them. They just had two little racks of comics, and I wanted to pick up Fantastic Four number 12 because I have been absolutely loving the Fantastic Four. And they only had a variant edition of the new one that just came out, and of course they charged $9.99. But I picked it up because I can't tell if this book is like... I think it's great. I don't know if other folks think it's amazing as well. But I loved it. But I did pick this up because this is number 1. And this is some Newbury Comics exclusive. So I picked this up, and this one wasn't that... I mean, this was the expensive book. But anyway... So I picked these up, and I got them. I loved reading the first issue. I have to go back and buy the issues leading up to Invincible Woman, because that's when I jumped on, which I think are 5 issues. I think 4 or 5 issues. So I got to go pick that up. But I picked this one up. And this Fantastic Four number 12, with, spoiler alert if you have not read it, Reed Richards and Johnny Storm going back to Roman times, through a crazy set of circumstances. It was great. Fantastic. I love it. I love the artwork in the Fantastic Four book. I got to pick up the rest to complete my collection. But these were the two that I bought while I was in Boston. I didn't buy anything that I knew was going to be on my pull list, which we'll see here in a second. I was disappointed in Newbury Comics because I thought it was, from what I remember before, it was lots of comics, and it's not a lot of comics. It's I don't think there's any comics on the whole first floor, and then you go upstairs, and way in this little corner is just this rack with new and semi-new recent comics. And then there's, as I said, Funko Pops, there's t-shirts, there's tons and tons of graphic novels, but I'm looking for comics. I did not see any back issues. I just wanted to look, and I always like looking to see what they have, but they didn't have any. All right, so when I got back to Southern California, I went to... House of Secrets, my favorite comic book store. And these are the new comics I picked up. The Amazing Spider-Man number 30. I thought I liked the cover. I like this interesting thing. Now this is versus Spore, so it's this character Spore. In the recent Daredevil run, there was sort of like a Mushroom Man. So I forget what that character's name was because it's not very memorable. But he's got to team up with Spore, I think. This comic, the art's fine, the art's great. I didn't know anything that was going on in this. I guess this has kind of become, I don't know if it's a key issue, but because of the revelation at the end But I will tell you, starting this comic book as somebody who just picked it up and started looking through it, I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I know Spider-Man, I know some of the characters, but it took me a lot to even try to comprehend what was happening. I wouldn't recommend issue number 30 as a jumping on point. I won't talk about the big reveal at the end just because I don't read Amazing Spider-Man. So I just kind of... I actually didn't even pick it up because I thought there was a big reveal in it. I just picked it up because I thought the cover looked interesting, and I was just confused the entire time. This is not one I am going to... Well, unless I look online and see that they're going for a lot of money, which I don't think they are. Because of the little sort of it's not the first appearance of a character, but there's a revelation at the end, which again I won't spoil. But the revelation didn't mean anything to me. From what I'm seeing from other people's videos, it didn't really mean anything to them. Anyway, so probably not one I'm going to keep. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Journeys. I've been loving this. I've talked about this before on the channel. I love, it's just sort of, first I thought they were new, and they're not. They're just reprints of old comics. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics I've never read. That being said, I love this panel here, where Splinter is making tea, and then, is that Rat King? Is that, from the cartoon show? I only know because my brother had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures, and to me, that looks like Rat King. And then I think Splinter realizes that Rat King is there. Because he goes, Anyway, I've liked this series. I think I'm done with this series. I've gotten issues 1 through 10 of these reprints. I have them all right here because I believe I am going to send these to my brother. Because my brother is a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. And I think having the first 10 issues will be fun. It was just his birthday. I got him some other things too. Don't worry, I'm not sending him like secondhand comics, but I just thought this would be fun to send to him. And I think I'm done with TMNT Journeys. Not that they're not great, they're fun, just I think I'm done. And then this was the last pickup of the new comics that I got, and this is Batman number 10. The recent couple of issues have been a little weird, and I didn't... Anyway, I liked this issue. I thought this issue was great. I actually just finished reading it right before I started this video right here, and I won't do spoilers, but I like this. The art is good, but this art panel like threw me. Like I was just like, what? I mean, I know this is supposed to be like an annoying guy, but this art wasn't working for me, just of that one guy. And I did not know that Alfred, spoiler alert, Alfred had died, and so that's why, I assume this is a hologram, but if it's Bruce's mental projection, I don't know, but it does seem like it's a hologram type thing. Anyway, I liked it. At the start of the issue, I thought I wasn't going to like it. By the end of the issue, I liked it. I thought it was good. I like that they're doing these little sort of sides where they talk about what kind of equipment he is using. This is good. I'm still going to keep it on my pull list, but it's teetering. It's teetering right on the edge of the pull list. Now, I just released a video earlier today, actually, about how the $1 bin is going to kill me. The $1 bin at House of Secrets is going to kill me. House of Secrets, Burbank, California's favorite comic book store. When I went in to pick up those books, after I got back in, I flew back in from Boston on Friday, and I got back about 2, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go buy House of Secrets. And so I got the Batman and the Turtles and the Amazing Spider-Man. And then I was like, I'm just going to take a look at the dollar boxes. And they had replenished the dollar boxes. Actually, not all of these are from the dollar boxes, but there are 37 comics here from the dollar boxes. I first found a few new Warriors that I had missed, so I picked those up. Would you believe the Speedball Revenge Squad, plus the Return of Niles, the Bouncing Cat. Then, searching through, there was some Sleepwalker. I love Sleepwalker. These were all dollar books. But wait, this is going to get good. You're going to be like, you're insane. But it's going to get good. You're going to see why I love House of Secrets. So Sleepwalker number 10, Sleepwalker number 12, Sleepwalker number 6. This one says $3.25. This was a dollar book, paid for $1. Might be overpaying by $1. And here's number 5. I'm going in some sort of weird reverse order here. Number 5 and number 18. And then, my friends, we get into Daredevil. Now, I collected, when I originally collected comics, I collected Volume 1, because when I was collecting comics, that's what was my prime collecting phase, was Volume 1. What was it, like Kevin Smith version? I don't know, I think that's Volume 2. When those came out, I started collecting those, and then I stopped. And so, except for that recent version that I showed you where the recent version of 25, that's when I picked back up again, and so I bought that entire run. I say 25 because there was 25 issues. I don't know if that's volume 4 or 5, whatever. Anyway, there was this huge run here. This is, actually don't know if it says in here what volume this is, but this is with Mark Waid, Paulo Rivera, Joe Rivera is the inker, and Javier Rodriguez is the color artist. From 2011, of course, because we have Green Lantern there. Let me see if this says at the end, like what? Red, white, and blue, someone thinks, blah, 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 blah. I don't think that is like the title. Where's the title page? Anyway, maybe I'll look in the next book. So I got number 2, number 8, and these are not in great shape. These were all $1. Oh, here we go. This is Daredevil number 8, but it doesn't say what volume. Anyway, here's number 9, number 10.1, which I don't understand that numbering, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, then we jump, we got 22, we got 25, we got 26, we got 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, Jester, love it, 33, 34, 36, and now I think that this is like 36. I don't know if this was the last one. I'm assuming it was the last one because it says Nelson and Murdoch closed. It's got all this stuff. He's like kind of sitting out on the street. But then there was this volume that starts with 1.5, number 3, and this is Mark Waid and Chris Samney, Javier Rodriguez, colorist, VC's, letterer, blah, 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 blah. All right. I vaguely remember the Purple Kids. Like, I think I might have read them on Marvel Unlimited. Number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12. Oh, and number 13. And then, because it was there, and I was like, oh, I gotta get it, and I didn't look at my app, I bought another copy of Nomad number 1. I have a copy of Nomad number 1. But hang on, I'm going to tell you a little bit of something about this stack of 37 comics. And then I was not looking carefully, and this Mighty Thor saga was just in there. I'm assuming this came out during when the movie came out, maybe. And it gives like a recap of things. I don't even know if this was... Yeah, this is a free book. Anyway, there's more books underneath there. I got this stack of 37 comics. I brought it up to the counter, and a gentleman behind the counter said, I'm not going to count those up. I'm just going to charge you $20. And I said, well, do you want me to count them up? Because there's more than 20 there. And he said, no, I'm just not going to count them up. You're, a good customer. House of Secrets. I love House of Secrets. House of Secrets is awesome. So there you go. I got this huge stack. Now, I didn't get like complete runs or anything, and I bet when I went back today, I was like, you are not allowed to look at the dollar box. But I bet if I look back in there, I would find some things to fill in those Daredevil runs, because I just flip through. I don't flip through like each single one. And then, the last video I did, I talked about, I got those Ghost of Daredevil, the original Ghost Rider Rides Again's books. So I found Pleasant View Comics online. They were on eBay. Pleasant View Comics. And they had the other issues that I needed to complete that set. And I will say, they were priced very reasonably, and there was a buy one, get one free thing. So I picked up the ones I needed, which were number 1, number 2, number 7. But then, because I got those, I got free, maybe it was buy 2, get 1, something like that. Anyway, I picked up this Punisher, which I love this cover, number 15. I don't think I ever had this issue. To topple the Kingpin. I'm looking forward to it's crazy. This is a crazy cover. And then Punisher number 11, which, the symbolism on this cover, there's no denying what is happening here. But anyway, so Pleasant View Comics via eBay, picked them up. They came shipped perfectly. They came shipped in pristine condition. And when you're not seeing the comics that you're buying, there's a little bit of risk involved. But these comics, at least looking through the plastic, look amazing. I saw a recent episode of Basement Comics where he talked about how on the back of the comic book boards, he will write where he got it from, what he paid for it, and everything. And I think that is a neat idea. I don't know if I'm going to 100% start doing that, but I just love the idea. All right, this week's comics, our new comics. Avengers Armageddon. I had to pick it up. It's the big crossover event of the summer, or the big event of the summer. I don't think it's necessarily a crossover. I'm sure it'll be crossing over from these lines or whatever. Maybe, we'll see. But I was super excited to pick this up. But it looks like, this is part of Avengers because it's number 1, but it's Legacy 803. Anyway, I gotta pick it up, right? I did buy the Captain America ones leading into this. I think they lead into this. Those, I'm gonna check. What I'm gonna do, if I'm so on a comic book, I'm gonna check the price, see if it has spiked in some crazy way. If not, they're not gonna get bagged and board. I got Firestorm number 3. I think the first issue of this was fantastic. I loved it. The second issue, I didn't love it as much. And so I'm giving it one more. I'm going to give it one more, The Fury of Firestorm. Give it one more, see how it goes. I don't know. Jury's still out. Alias. I have been loving this book. I have been loving this Alias book, Jessica Jones. I never read the original Alias books. My knowledge of Jessica Jones is her appearances in Daredevil comic books and then the TV show. But I am loving this. I'm loving the back and forth between her and Typhoid Mary, which is another character I love. So I'm very excited to read this. This is number 4. I think there's 5 in the series total. But super excited to read that and check it out. The Sentry, I've liked this series. I think this series has been good, and I think this might be the last issue. The last issue, number 3, it didn't capture me as much as 1 and 2, but we'll see what this one does here. But I've been liking it. The art is kind of unique, and Christian Rosad. Paul Jenkins is the writer. I'm enjoying this. I mean, it does, not too much of a spoiler, but it deals with a sick dog, and I have a dog. So that, you know, kind of tugs at the old heartstrings for me as well. So it deals with a sick dog. I have a dog, and there you go. Daredevil, number 3. Again, loved the first issue. Second issue was a little bit like, huh? But Daredevil is my favorite. So Stephanie Phillips is the writer. Lee Garbett is the artist. And I'm excited to, I don't want to flip too much into this, but I'm excited. So these were my new pickups for the week. Oh, wait. There's one more. Not from the dollar bin. But what I love about House of Secrets, local comic book store, is that they have spinner racks, and they'll just put random issues in the spinner racks. And so I always look at the spinner racks because they seem to move a lot and they change a lot. And there was a book in there, and I bought it, and I'm going to show you the price I paid for it. Although I will say that if you are on the pull list, you do get a little bit of a discount. So I did get a discount on this. I didn't pay the full price. And I understand that this is probably the most this comic book will ever go for, okay? I understand that. But it is something that I loved when I first got into comics, and I saw it, and I was gonna buy it. And that is Darkhawk number 1. I love me some Darkhawk. If you've watched the Marvel Superheroes role-playing that I've done, which I have to get back to here on the channel, you'll know that I love Darkhawk because I had Darkhawk make a guest appearance. Man, I bought this when it first came out, and I wish I still had it because I wouldn't have had to pay $21.99 minus my sweet, sweet discount for it. But yeah, I love Darkhawk. Anyway, there you go. Those are my new pickups. Let me know what you picked up down below, if you so care to. I did not get Catwoman, Absolute Catwoman. You know what actually kind of turned me off with the Absolute Catwoman is seeing all the variant issues and just seeing like, oh, there's a million different covers. And I did buy that Green Lantern number 1, which the story was or not Green Lantern, sorry, Green Arrow. The story was like, and Green Arrow's always been a character that's fascinated me. But anyway, I didn't buy Catwoman. Did I make a mistake there? Is that the one I should have bought to eventually sell and make $1 million off? I actually don't think so. I saw, like, there was still just stacks and stacks of books there with variant covers, and I was like, all right. So there you go, friends. Thank you for watching. I want to send a special thank you out to Matt Likes Comics. Matt Loves Comics? Matt Loves Comics, because he commented on my last video, and he became a member, so thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. And I love Matt's videos as well. And there you go. All right, let me know what you picked up, and hopefully you enjoyed this, and it will be a ongoing series when I'm around and I pick up comics. I just think it's fun to talk about what I read last time. Oh, here's my question for you. Do you have a box that is like to be read? Because like I have not read a lot of these Daredevil comic books, so I'm thinking about getting a short box, and just whenever I buy comics like these Stack of Hero or the New Warrior comics, I'm going to put them in the to be read box, and so I just always know that this is the box I go to pull out a couple comics to read before I go to bed. That's my idea. If you have a better way to do it, you let me know. There you go. All right, I've gone on too long. Big shout out to all of our Golden Circle channel members. You are much appreciated. We'll talk to you very, very soon, and that's it. Bye, everybody.